So unlike Jason Aldean, I really am from a small town. The town that I live in has like 3 stoplights and $2 generals. So if you want to go to the big town for us is Knoxville, Tennessee. And last week I went there to do some Christmas shopping, and while I was there, I went into a Target. And I walked out with this. Yep, this is the black disabled Santa that conservatives have lost their minds over. This is what they chose to get mad at. Out of everything that's going on in the world, they got mad over this. I've heard so many of them say, well, man, it's just bullshit. They're trying to cram it down our throat and shove it in our face. I can tell you this. I walked into Target. Not one person tried to shove this down my throat. Not one person tried to cram this in my face. No manager walked up and said, you must buy this. No cashier tried to sneak some into my bags. I picked this up. And actually, I'd forgot about it. When I first walked in there, I was thinking about the videos I've made this year talking about conservatives being mad at Target. And I was thinking about my song, Bubba's Mad at Target. But I had forgot about these, and I just stumbled across them. And when I did, I was like, wow, cool, there it is. And so I bought one. I was also going to buy the Pride Nutcracker, but they were sold out of them. And I was pretty surprised at just how many people had one of these in their buggy. The guy in front of me had 3, a white guy. He had 3 of these in front of his buggy. But it's amazing to me that the first thought that went through my head when I saw it was, this is what made them mad? This right here. It got me to thinking about a whole lot of things. We're in the holiday season. Here in a few weeks, we're going to celebrate Christmas. And Christmas is supposed to be celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. Well, Jesus Christ was from the Middle East, so I'm pretty sure he had dark skin. And Jesus Christ was all about love and all about loving your neighbor, all about peace, all about not judging people, all about helping other people and treating people the way that you would want to be treated. So I can't understand why he would be mad over this, considering that according to the Bible, he actually raised people up out of these chairs. He healed people that were sitting in these chairs, according to the Bible. So if he was a Middle Eastern dude who performed miracles and helped raise people up out of chairs like this, then why would he have a problem with this? It makes no sense. And it makes no sense that people goes out of their way to get this bent out of shape over simple things like this. Target was simply being all-inclusive. Target was simply just including everybody. Do you realize how many kids, disabled kids, you could buy one of these for, and they could look at it and say, hey, you know, Santa's like me? Does it ever occur to you? And does it ever occur to you that so many of us walks past items all the time? In every place I go, I see things I don't want to buy. I see things that offend me. Again, I live in a small town. We got a flea market. I forgot about it. It's got Trump flags flying everywhere. I walk on past it. I don't sit and scream at the people that are selling them. I don't say that they should lose their job there, that they shouldn't be allowed to sell them. I just walk on past it. So I really don't understand the outrage behind this. And if you're celebrating, if you truly believe, I'm not a believer, I'm not going to sit here and say that I am, but if you truly believe that Jesus was the Son of God and you believe that he is the one that's going to decide where you spend your eternity, then shouldn't you try to act more like him? Shouldn't you try to live up to the words in red? The words in red are in the Bible on purpose. That's the kind of, so they'll stand out and kind of bring them to your attention. But people will gloss over that stuff and they'll go back and cherry pick verses out of the Old Testament to demonize people. And I've never understood that. But if you really believe he was the Son of God and he's who is going to decide where you spend eternity, then how about instead of getting all bent out of shape over stuff around the time of year where you're going to celebrate his birth, how about instead of getting all bent out of shape over stuff, you just realize that people out there are struggling, that people out there are going through things that you don't know about. So when you get in traffic and you get mad and you lay down on a horn and you flip somebody off, you don't necessarily know what that person was going through. If you're standing beside somebody in a line somewhere and you're mad because they're taking too long, or, you know, all the different things that can happen. I know when you're out shopping at the holidays, people are everywhere and you can get so mad and so worked up at people. And yeah, there are a whole bunch of assholes out there just going around being assholes. But to get upset and get mad at people without really knowing where it is they come from and knowing what they're going through, you could have a road rage episode with somebody that just buried their mother, with somebody that just buried one of their children. That could be who you're screaming at and flipping off. And so if you really believe Jesus is the Son of God and you're wanting to celebrate his birth, how about you start focusing more on the good things that he said? How about you start focusing on the way you treat other people? And how about you not get so bent out of shape and want to boycott a company over something like this? You want a company to go under because they sold this, and you want all those jobs to go away? It's funny to me how conservatives love to, say the Democrats, they want to give handouts. They don't want nobody to work, and then they want to close down any company they disagree with. So yeah, I bought me one of these, and if I go back and see the Pride Nutcracker, I'll get me one of these, because it's ridiculous that people would get this bent out of shape over something this harmless.